If you're serious about drafting or even adapting your own patterns so that you can start to create a bespoke wardrobe that truly reflects who you are and how you want to present yourself, then equipping yourself with a pattern master might be the way to go. Now, this is essentially a multi-function drawing ruler. We have got curves going on, we've got right angles, straight edges, and shaping guides all in one tool. This really is my holy grail in my studio and in many professional studios. And so instead of switching between French curves, set squares, and grading rulers, this nifty little thing does the lot. And today I'm going to show you exactly how to use it for professional pattern drafting. Let's jump into it. So this here really is my most used tool in my studio, alongside a mechanical pencil or a sharp nibbed pencil. This is a tool I would recommend for beginners and advanced alike. If you're a beginner, this is really going to unleash some options before you to hack or amend your patterns into more elaborate designs, or draft from scratch, which would be an intermediate to advanced process. If you're advanced and you're watching this, I'd be surprised if you don't have this in your toolkit. Now, as you can see, this is transparent, which is really important for us to be able to see through onto our work and what we're drafting so that we can draft accurately. This is a thicker weight perspex, but you can get thinner weight ones that kind of flex like this French curve here. Both of them very, very affordable. The thicker weight will be the more expensive premium product, but even that won't break the bank. And if you wanted to get started, you could find one for half the price in a little bit more of a flexy plastic like this. And just like I'm holding here, the French curve with a grading ruler and a straight ruler that I've got going on over here, the Pattern Master really does combine these two rulers plus a set square. So it really is a one and done if you wanted to refine your toolkit, or if you just wanted to get started with the bare minimum. Now, they do come in imperial and metric. You're going to be able to see here that I have a total of a 43 centimeter length. So wherever you are in the world, whether that is imperial or metric is your preferred creative process, you should be able to get your paws on one. Now, beyond it being transparent and a really accurate ruler, you can see we have a multitude of angles going on. So we have a 45-degree angle, which helps us plot a bias grain, a 90-degree angle, which you may hear me refer to as squaring off a pattern, having things perpendicular, parallel. These are all very important directions when we come to drafting. We've got curves going on from more drastic dynamic ones to softer and less pronounced. So whether you are drafting in a neckline curve, an armhole, or a hip curve, these do come in useful. We have a maximum of a 6 centimeter width going on here with half a centimeter increments each time. So I really can start to apply accurate seam allowance. And we have a 0.5 to 1 centimeter seam allowance running around the entire perimeter of the ruler. Now, the straight edge along here, we often use this for center front, center back. We use it to mark the grain lines and to mark lengthening lines. It has a beveled edge so that you can get incredibly close to your work. And often what you will find in drafting patterns, especially from scratch, is we often start with an X and a Y axis. And so with your Pattern Master straight, you will plot your first straight line, and my pencil will get very, very close to that beveled edge. We're talking about millimeter precision when it comes to drafting or amending patterns. And when we come to do the alternative axis, look at how I rotate my Pattern Master. I'm going to find that 90-degree line that is aligned on my Pattern Master, and I'm going to accurately line it up to that measurement. Now, if you were plotting a line that exceeds the 43 centimeters, you simply plot your first line 20 centimeters to the center to the next 20 centimeters. You can do a very small mark there to indicate that this is 40 centimeters before shifting your Pattern Master over. Now, I like to do this at 20 centimeter increments opposed to moving the Pattern Master all the way up here, because you can align the ruler to your already established straight line and just continue that on. Really, really important to take note of. We would also use the right angle when it comes to squaring off waistlines, hems, or creating perpendicular lines from key points. And so say we are drafting a bodice here, you would take your measurement, whatever measurement that is from your nape to your waist, you would mark it, say that is at this point, and we can square off to indicate that would be the waistline. Now there are ample drafting tutorials inside the DPL Atelier to walk you through bodice blocks, trouser blocks, coat blocks, anything you'd like to make. But understanding how to use this master tool, essentially, Pattern Master, clue is in the name, really is the first step to unlocking accurate luxury quality garments. Now, the next thing we can use our Pattern Master for are things like armholes and neckline shaping, whether that is gentle curves. So let's pretend we're drafting in a neckline. We would take the measurements accordingly, and with our Pattern Master, we can come in and draw that curve in. What I want to always make sure is that when we line it up, say this is the center back line, when we are lining it up, we want to make sure that this is symmetrical so that when it's mirrored, if you start to draw to your halfway center line, a line like this, when you come to cut that out on the fabric, it's just going to mirror itself back up like so. And so you always, whether it's by 0.5 centimeter or 3 millimeters, as little as 3 millimeters, you can use your Pattern Master and use that 90-degree line, so we can line that up to the center front or center back, use that 90-degree line just to true that off where it hits the fold line, just to ensure that we are mirroring. Deeper curves, such as hip shaping or more dramatic contouring, can be achieved with the edge of our Pattern Master, like so. And so whether that ends up looking like something like this, and then you would true it back out, and we can create a really nice organic shape this way. Going through your anchor points where you've measured to your measurements, and you really don't force the curve to match your line. So it's not a case of really trying to squeeze in that hip line or hip curve to perfectly match the Pattern Master here. If it calls for it, what you can do is you can actually just rotate your Pattern Master like so, and create your own curve, your own defined curve, but using the Pattern Master as a tool to help you reach that conclusion. The same applies when you come to add seam allowance. Now you can use the increments along here up to 6 centimeters, don't forget, to trace off facings or hemlines. Let's say a standard hemline is about 4 centimeters in depth. We can locate the 4 running along the corner here, and I can align that line to the hem of my pattern piece, and I've just added a 4 centimeter hem allowance. Now, if my seam allowance here was 1.5 centimeters, which is beyond the centimeter run around we've got around the perimeter, if it was a centimeter, you can literally just align that. 0.5 centimeter, we would move that in. And again, it illustrates it here for you. 1 centimeter, 0.5. If you have an Imperial Pattern Master, that's going to be a slightly different measurement, might be 1/4 of an inch. What you can do is, using this ruler here, we can have a 1.5 centimeter, look along the edge here, 1.5, and I can then align that to the edge, my stitch line on my pattern, whatever pattern you're working on. And you can, just like we did to draw in the curve, rotate your Pattern Master, and this has added a very accurate, very consistent seam allowance around the edge of my pattern. All patterns drafted inside the DPL Atelier do not include seam allowance, so it is really important when you're making amendments, when you are doing fitting changes, or when you're drafting from scratch, that you remember to account for your seam allowance. So either deduct it to make your fitting amendments before reintroducing it, or don't forget to add it at the end of a drafting exercise. The Pattern Master is not about drawing curves randomly, it's about controlled shaping. And so should you come to amend an armhole or draft a bodice block, you're going to be able to allocate and draw a curve between 3 anchor points. It's not about forcing the shape of the Pattern Master into that curve, but instead connecting those points and truing out your pattern. As before, when I'm saying square off, or when we meet a center back or a point of a seam at which it joins another. So this would be your shoulder seam of the back bodice. This would end up joining to the shoulder seam of a front bodice. Therefore, this is a connection point at the end of that shoulder seam. You can bring your Pattern Master in using that 90-degree angle we always want to true off. And again, as little as 3 millimeters, You just want to make sure that the line that connects there and will continue onto the front bodice is flush. The line that connects to the center back and continues onto the mirrored back bodice piece is flush here. This line, when it connects to the front bodice piece at the shoulder, is flush there. And this pattern master allows you to do all of that. And so once we've connected through the anchor point here, our next goal is to connect it to our third point on our armhole here, drafting this in. Again, we want it to be flush because this is a side seam that is going to connect to the front bodice side seam. And so we know by bringing in our pattern master, we can use the ruler guide that is transparent to draw through. And then we are simply connecting this shape to this one here. There's not anything wrong with hand drawing a curve if you get to that point, but a pattern master allows you to have smooth control with the shaping. And so a beginner might draw in something like this, a little bit wobbly, and you can come in with a pattern master and simply correct any awkward shaping for nice flush curves and pattern pieces that align to the contours of your body. Finally, we are also able to mark the bias grain. So you may see here that we have 45-degree angles going on as well. You can pivot your pattern master, aligning that to a horizontal or a vertical, and you can draw in a bias grain line. This would no longer be cut on the fold. And so we would add our seam allowance around the perimeter. Now notice when I come to do the markings around my neckline, I can either use this internal curve and keep pivoting my pattern master until I'm happy with it, a 0.5 centimeter seam allowance. If that is what my design requires, I can do a 1 centimeter seam allowance down here. I could come in and I can use that curve to add seam allowance to my armhole, or if the curve you have contoured is bespoke, as covered, you can just come in and rotate your pattern master, pivoting that along your stitch line for an accurate, consistent curve down there. And so squaring off and understanding the importance of using a pattern master to create balance in your sewing patterns really is an important step. Other common mistakes also include drawing short, sketchy lines. We always want it to be quite a smooth, controlled finish. We absolutely do not want to force the wrong curve, as we touched upon, and always, always, always avoid not squaring off first. And so once you have mastered the basics, a pattern master actually becomes a design tool, because you will be able to apply this to interesting style lines and seam lines, redrawing necklines, developing princess seams, and actually introducing new and creative silhouettes to an otherwise basic pattern or starting block. Precision, when it comes to pattern masters, is everything. And if you want to draft patterns or develop patterns or work on existing shop-bought patterns that sew beautifully, then accuracy in this case is everything. So master your tools and the sewing will speak for itself. The results will instantly improve.